In our 24-hour media culture, it can sometimes feel that change is happening too quickly. Change seems to be violent, and it seems to be everywhere. There is political change, technological change, environmental change. How can we, with our small efforts, make a difference to it all? I'm going to talk about someone who is trying to reverse one particular global problem. You've probably never heard of him. His name is Boyan Slat. In 2010, when Boyan was just 16 years old, he went on a diving holiday to Greece. While diving in the ocean, he noticed something that troubled him. There were more plastic bags than fish. This was bad enough, but there was another problem that worried him even more. Why wasn't anyone cleaning it all up? To Boyan, it seemed obvious. If the sea is full of plastic, we should take the plastic out. Many people believe that environmental campaigns should focus on education. In the long term, people need to stop throwing so much plastic away. But Boyan felt that we need both the education and the cleanup. After his holiday, he returned to his high school in Holland and wrote a science project about the problem and its possible solutions. Of course, the problem Boyan had seen was not a new one. As early as 1988, scientists discovered that there are huge amounts of plastic in 5 areas of the ocean. These floating plastic areas are known as ocean garbage patches. They contain large plastic items like bottles and bags, and tiny plastic pieces known as microplastic. Fish and birds often mistake this microplastic for food. Charles Moore, the person who named the garbage patches in the 1990s, predicted it would take around 79,000 years to clean up the mess. Moore suggested using boats with nets, just like a fisherman catching fish. But according to Boyan, his science project idea could clean it up in just 5 years. What a difference! Boyan's idea uses boats fixed to the sea floor. Each boat has 2 large arms, or booms, on the water's surface. The arms trap the plastic, but wildlife can swim underneath safely. In 2012, Boyan gave a TED Talk about his ideas. It's a great video. Boyan is a scruffy boy who makes jokes about his hair while he explains his ideas for cleaning up the sea. Unfortunately, no one paid much attention to his TED Talk, and Boyan went to university to study engineering. But he was passionate about his idea and refused to give up. He left university after only 6 months and founded the Ocean Cleanup Project. Boyan had his ideas and 300 euros. That was all. He emailed hundreds of companies asking for money, but only one company replied. And instead of offering money, they told him he had a terrible idea that would never work. Luckily for Boyan, some positive change happened. In March 2013, an American news website promoted his TED Talk. More and more people watched it. In just 3 days, Boyan's ideas had gone viral. He had raised thousands of dollars, and he could hire more people. The Ocean Cleanup Project was here to stay. Over 2014 and 2015, Boyan and his team carried out detailed research on the garbage patches. They raised lots more money and designed laboratory models of Boyan's science project. However, by 2016, Boyan's team was having major problems. In the laboratory, the system worked, but in the real ocean, the system was not strong enough. Boyan has said this was a really tough time. We're talking about big structures costing hundreds of thousands of euros. People were beginning to think the project was impossible. However, 2 students suggested a solution. Instead of staying still, fixed to the sea floor, they thought the whole system could float. In 5 minutes, Boyan was convinced. He decided to change the design and go in this new direction. Today, the Ocean Cleanup Project has raised more than $40 million from people around the world. Boyan is clear that taking a stand against change takes passion and dedication. He is older and wiser than the 16-year-old who went on holiday to Greece, but he remains focused on his goal.